viewers, welcome back. So today we'll talk about microservice, and this is Jitendra, your friend. So in microservice tutorial, what we'll learn? We'll learn about what is monolithic architecture. Before going and jumping to microservice, we'll learn about the monolithic architecture. Then we will talk about what is microservice, what is microservice architecture, why we need microservice, what is the benefit of microservice, what is the drawback of microservice, what is easy way to implement microservice using Java, and microservice design patterns. We will do a series of microservice videos because these are not microservice is a big topic and it needs 4 or 5 episodes. And considering the timeline, we'll just try to answer these questions today. Now, what is monolithic architecture? Monolithic means composed all in one piece. The whole project, UI, backend, everything composed in one piece. The monolithic application describes a single-tiered software application in which different components combine into a single program for a single platform. Here the components can be like authorization layer, which is responsible for authorizing a user, presentation layer responsible for handling the HTTP request and responding within either HTML or JSON or XML, basically for web service APIs, business logic, the application business logic, database layer, data access object responsible for accessing the database, application integration with other services via REST API or messaging, or integration with any other data source, notification module, which is responsible for sending email notification whenever needed. So all these layers is bundled together in a single code base and deployed together on a single server. Now let's jump to what is microservice. So as we have seen in monolithic, everything is bundled together. This is not the same in microservice. Microservice, also known as the microservice architecture, is an architectural style that structures an application as a collection of services that are highly maintainable and testable, loosely coupled, independently deployable, organized around business capabilities, owned by a small team. Now, in this microservice architecture, you can see mobile app or web browser communicate via APIs, and internally there are many microservices which is running, such as for account, inventory, shipping, storefront, and each have its own database. Now, why we need microservice? The microservice architecture enables the rapid, frequent, and reliable delivery of large, complex applications. It also enables an organization to evolve its technology stack. Independent modules of an application can be developed and deployed separately. Now, what is the benefit of microservice? Microservices are a self-contained independent deployment model. The cost of scaling is comparatively less than the monolithic architecture. Microservices are independently manageable service. It can enable more and more services as the need arises. It minimizes the impact on existing service. It is possible to change or upgrade each service individually rather than upgrading in the entire application. Microservice allows us to deploy an application which is organic, an application which laterally upgraded by adding more functions or modules in nature. It enables event streaming technology to enable easy integration in comparison to heavyweight interposes communication. Microservice follows the single responsibility principle. The demanding service can be deployed on multiple services to enhance performance. Less dependency and easy to test, dynamic scaling, and faster release cycle. Now, what is the drawbacks of microservice? We have seen what is the benefit. Now there are some drawbacks as well. Microservice has all the associated complexities of distributed system. There is a higher chance of failure during communication between different services. Difficult to manage a large number of services. The developer needs to solve the problems such as network latency and load balancing. Complex testing over distributed environment. It is costly to implement and deploy, need to manage separate infrastructure. Microservices comes with some significant security challenges due to the sharp increase in the volume of data exchanges between modules. Now, what is easy way to implement microservice using Java? It's Java Spring Boot. Now let's understand the design patterns. So as we know, microservice also has design patterns. API gateway design patterns, chain of responsibility pattern, asynchronous messaging design patterns, database or shared data pattern, and at last, event sourcing design patterns. We'll go into the details of each design pattern in the future episodes. Now, thank you viewers, and if you think I should do topic on another technical topic, if you want me to talk on different topics, do write in the comment box. Thank you.